We are live. Hello. What up, broker?
Yay, yay.
Welcome to the SLOB show. We have a major guest on this week. We have Fathead Henry coming on from Three Little Pigs, which is one of my favorite restaurants, right by your work, actually.
Yes, I wish I had a chance to actually get out of the office to head over there.
You don't go to Bridgeport Coffee right by your work? I mean, that's like one of the, you got Maria's right there. You got Three Little Pigs. You got Bridgeport Coffee. That's like one of the greatest corners in Chicago.
I meet my um my tax guy at Bridgeport Coffee. That's where
Oh, really?
that's where we rendezvous to do my taxes.
Dude, Bridgeport has, like, you got Kathy D's subs. Have you been there recently?
I haven't been there recently, but yeah, Kathy D. I mean, that whole area is
Dude,
just like
that's right by
chock
your
full
work.
of like amazing places and amazing food.
So what do you eat for lunch then? You bring like a sandwich? What's
I
going on
I
here?
I haven't had lunch in a year and a half. No, seriously, I work
Oh, really?
through lunch. The only time I ever have lunch is when it's like a mandatory lunch. It's like,
Mm.
oh, so and so's in town. We're going to have lunch in the conference room.
You're such a hard
We
worker.
we highly suggest you stop by. That's the only time I ever have lunch now
See, if
when
you
I'm
and
in
I
the
work
office.
together, we would make time for lunch together. We'd go like to Bridgeport Coffee. We'd go, they have good sandwiches there too. We'd go to Three Little Pigs. We'd go to Kathy D's. We'd go to Rickabenny's. We'd go to Carbone. It's ridiculous.
Lots of
It's an
great places. Don't
embarrassment of
forget
riches, buddy.
Freddy's,
Yeah,
Pancho Pistoles, lots of places.
they have everything.
Gio's for Italian.
Yeah, everything. They have
Yep.
everything. It's everything.
Uh,
Anyway, so let's kick it off with this. Henry will be on with us in a few minutes here. Um, so, so I usually play poker at this really nice casino here, and I went to this other casino.
is it the Hustler Casino?
The one I go to now is called Thunder Valley. Hustlers
But
in Los Angeles,
there is a Hustler Casino, though, right?
in Los Angeles, not here.
Yeah, yeah.
They have a big poker stream actually.
You'd be there if you could. I'm sure.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
They have massive poker streams there, but so I went to this one where this dude, I swear to God, he looked like Blue from old. Do you remember Blue? You're my boy, Blue. Remember? Do you remember him or no?
From what's that from?
Oh, from old school.
Oh God, I don't. Oh,
This is the
there
guy
we go. He
with
does look like, yeah, okay.
hospital bracelet, and like he was like he
Whole
kept
9
wiping his.
yards. He pulled the IV out of his arm just to come and play poker that day.
You see that towel around his neck? Like what the hell?
You play with the classiest people.
Yeah. So this was it was a $60 tournament, and you get like 7,000 chips. It was the worst tournament of my life. So the whole time I'm like, God, I got to get out of here. So I just went all in with an 8-5 just so I could leave because it was so annoying. Is this? I think we have Conrad from Canada calling in. Is this Conrad?
Yeah, how's it going, fellas?
All right, wait, Conrad, hang on one second. I'm just telling Roker about this bang bang that I did yesterday. That's what I was trying to get to here. So, all right. So I you know, when you leave, when you're kind of depressed, right, Roker, when you leave a casino and you don't win?
90% of the time, yes, absolutely. Is it the point, like, even when you do win, it's like, okay, that made up 5% of my losses.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, I got a royal flush. That's great.
Let me give you an example of how fucked up I am. So I just won $3,000 on Saturday. I took second place in a tournament. Okay.
That's nice.
It is nice.
It's damn nice.
It's really nice. But you're still, like you said, then I went back on Sunday and I got screwed. I got rivered, right? So I was depressed. Like I just won 3,000 and I can't be happy with that.
The key,
and then I went,
you got to take that 3,000 and do something with it. You got to take that 3,000 and put it toward something that'll make it worth your while, whether or not it's, vacation, or I don't care if it's paying your taxes with it. It's money that you didn't have that you're going to be able to do something with.
Yeah,
and
but like you
said, at least it's a separate entity. Then the next day is the next day. And if you lose, you don't equate that to the day before when you won.
That's true, but
right?
like you said, the 3,000 probably covers all my losses since I've been here. So it's not like, I've been losing too.
Right,
So it's
right.
not like, but nothing's good enough when you're fucking
Why'd you go
gambling
back the next day after you pocketed $3,000? Because you were
because
feeling
I
lucky.
wanted more.
Yeah, right.
Of course. You don't have to, I'll tell you real quick. So I had ace king. I go all in. It comes out ace, ace, whatever. So I go all in. A guy calls me with ace six. And guess what comes on the river after we're all in? A six.
6. Yeah.
And the asshole, how about this? The asshole sitting next to me, he goes, "Sixes have been hot." I'm like, this was me in my head. Why are you
Yeah,
motherfucker, you?
yeah.
You motherfucker, you! You don't you ever fucking talk about that six, you piece of shit, you motherfucker! That's how I felt. And then guess the six came. I just looked at him. I'm like, you piece of shit. Like, that's how I felt. Anyway, so I go to this horrible casino here that I'll never go back to. And then right away I go get the Popeyes chicken sandwich. And I get the one. Have you had it with the cheese and bacon yet?
I have not.
Oh my God. Conrad, have you tried the Popeyes chicken sandwich yet with cheese and bacon?
I have not. You've seen the Popeyes prices where I live.
Yeah, he's in Canada. Everything's like $35 for a fucking meal. Anyway, I don't know why I'm swearing so much.
He's still at the poker table. He's still got it in his system. You'll have to excuse him, Conrad. He's a little. He's talk about blue. He's blue today.
I'm playing with this guy with a hospital bracelet on, and all these other people who smelled like shit. I mean, it was ridiculous. Look at this guy. Look at this. This is the guy I was playing with, and he was being an asshole too the whole time. And he kept
Dude,
wiping
what
his
must they
hand.
be saying about you? They're all going. Did you see that?
I didn't come straight from the
Khalid
hospital.
Sheikh Mohammed at the table today.
Hey, at least I didn't come straight from the hospital.
Dude, you should show up in just the t-shirt. In just the
when they
just
found him
the
in the
white
mattresses.
t-shirt with the big collar.
That guy didn't that guy just get let off too?
I think he died or something happened to him. I don't know.
He just went to court and they let him off or something.
No.
Or they didn't kill it. They didn't execute him or something.
Oh, he didn't get the death penalty. That's what it is.
So anyway, I go to Popeyes and I knew it. So I opened up the thing. I'm like, oh, you didn't put cheese or bacon on. They forgot. So anyway, they're like, okay, give it back to us. I'm like, no, it's okay. Just give it to me. If this ever happens to you, this is a great slob tip. Always ask them for the cheese and bacon in a new container because they end up giving you more. I got 3 slices of cheese and 6 slices of bacon.
There you go.
What do you think of that?
But you hadn't left the Popeyes yet when you realized they didn't give it to you.
Well, I checked right away because I'm like, they're going to fuck it up because I said extra minute.
I'm 20 minutes away before I realized they screwed up my order.
Not me. I opened it up.
Problem. Yeah.
I looked right at it. I'm like, oh, so anyway, I get all this extra cheese and bacon. It's glorious. And I've worked out 7 days in a row. I signed up at this boxing gym and I've worked out 7 days in a row and I'm trying to eat better, but I was like, fuck this. I'm still hungry. So I went to the McDonald's and I did the bang bang. And of course, they don't have daily double sandwiches, right? So I have to create my own 2 double cheeseburgers, no mustard, no ketchup, add onion, tomato, and extra mayo. It was delicious. So I did, Roker, your move. I did the bang bang.
There you go.
You'd be proud of me for doing that.
Nothing like wasting those 7 days of workouts.
Conrad, why were you calling in again? You had some wait, Conrad, didn't you? I believe didn't you have some breaking news or something?
Oh, here it is.
No, but did you? I don't remember.
I don't know if it was breaking, but before I get started, so I've been relegated to doing this in the car again because of the time. But before I start here, I just want to say that before Phil Donahue's immediate family could even be made aware of his passing, Roker had a picture with Phil Donahue posted to Instagram.
And it's funny, Conrad, lately Roker's been posting pictures with celebrities that are not dead. So that threw everyone off. Everyone's like, oh, Donahue, I guess, whatever. And now he is dead. So Roker went back to his old ways and tricked us. So
let's hope those people don't pass.
Unfortunately, the first thing I thought when I saw that Phil Donahue, I was like, oh, wait a minute, got to find my Donahue picture. He was a
Got
He
them
was
in
a great guy.
alphabetical order in a folder.
Yeah. Did you really love him?
All right.
Wait, hang on. Let's read Roker's post.
Yeah.
Let's read Roker's tribute to Donahue.
It was
Because-
heartfelt. It's the truth. He was a really, really nice guy.
Wait, hang on. What did you say again? Hang on. You said
I said nobody did it better
okay.
than Donahue. Which is the truth. It's a good picture.
No one did it better than Donahue. That is a good picture. You know what's funny too, Roker? I noticed you changed your profile picture. And it's from like 1976 or something. This profile picture, like 2004.
Oh yeah, it was from like a wedding 10 years ago.
Yeah. And everyone's like, God, you look great.
Great. Yeah, that's because it was 10 years ago.
Anyway, Conrad, why were you calling in again?
Oh, yeah, I was calling in to tell you about my Red Lobster experience.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so I hadn't been to Red Lobster in about a year or two. So I called my buddy up, said, hey, you want to go to Red Lobster? It's endless shrimp on Mondays now that they don't do it every
Oh, no, you're cutting out.
Make it. Oh, can you not hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
Okay. So I called my buddy up. He couldn't make it. I said, call the fellas. You usually go with the same kind of group of guys. And anyways, they couldn't make it. And I decided to go anyway by myself, which turned out to be a huge mistake. So I walked
you went
in
by
there.
yourself.
So I was craving it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going. It's just Mondays. I don't get a lot of free nights here. It was a family was doing their own thing. And I'm like, I'm going to go. So I did that. And yeah, so I walk in. And the first thing I'm like, I got to tell them about the Abe Cannon Surf and Turf burger that's been pitched to the organization.
That's right.
So I did mention that, said, hey, you might see this burger on the menu one day, kind of explain what it was. So we move on to the meal. The waitress comes to my table. I kid you not, the most gorgeous waitress I had ever seen in my life.
Damn.
I said, oh, no. I'm going to sit here and just pound back shrimp in front of this really attractive waitress.
That is the worst.
Yeah. So okay, I start, order my 3 shrimps. They, bring you the bread and sides, and you're trying to avoid that, of course, because I know their game, fill you up with the bread. And so, I had maybe half piece of that biscuit as I was mulling how big that biscuit should be for the Abe Cannon Surf and Turf burger.
That's right.
And so with each plate, she would come over and say, I'll put another one in for you. Pick the shrimp. Oh, she came back the second time and said, I can put 2 in for you. And yeah, sure, I wanted to. I just couldn't look this woman in the eye just because she was so attractive and keep asking for multiple plates of shrimp. So
wait, hang on, Conrad. This is our boy. Our boy Fathead Henry's here from Three Little Pigs. What up, Henry? We got Conrad on the phone right now, actually telling us about his Red Lobster experience. So,
Red Lobster.
Yeah. While you're getting
Canada, no less.
Yeah, while you're getting set.
Oh, Dave. All you can eat shrimp, baby. All you can eat shrimp.
Wait, that's Dave from Seal Taco, right?
Yeah.
I love that place.
We're actually going to a Korean barbecue place. All you can eat.
Oh, nice.
Perfect for you, Abe.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, real quick. So Conrad, so you had this hot chick that was your waitress. You were eating like a pig. She brought you 2 plates at a time. And how did it end?
Well, I was trying not to eat like a pig, but and then I'm listening to the people behind me. They were like kind of being rude to her, ordering like crazy amounts, and it looked like she was all by herself. And the kitchen staff was working like crazy, getting the shrimp out. And I probably stopped 3 or 4 plates short of what I normally would. I'm over tipping in the end. Like I just couldn't, for whatever reason, because of how this waitress looked and because I was by myself.
Yeah,
I couldn't get over it. And man, it made me feel like the slob that I am, but I didn't want her to see that. And so I by the end, I wanted to write down William Morris or United Talent Agency number and say, here, call these guys. Maybe they'll find you a lucrative career, because I just kind of hung my head down and walked out. And
it's like leaving a peep show booth. Like you felt ashamed of yourself after. But Roker, honestly, have you ever been in one of those peep show booths? And Conrad, thank you for calling in. One of the top slobs.
But here's the thing. Everybody else is there too at the same time, whether or not it's a peep show or it's Red
Yeah.
Lobster. You're all there doing the same thing. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Well, let's get to our guest here, the one and only from one of my favorite restaurants in Chicago, Three Little Pigs. Now on what I think is one of the greatest corners in Chicago. You got Three Little Pigs, you got Maria's, you got Bridgeport Coffee, you got a few blocks away, you got Kathy D Subs. Like it's like Henry, you're in the best spot.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a great spot. I grew up there. Well, I grew up in Chinatown, but I used to go to Bridgeport all the time. And yeah, it's just great to be home, I guess. Yeah.
So when I first discovered you, you were working out of a ghost kitchen on what was it on? What was the street it was on? It was like near
It was
Logan
on
Square.
Grand in Humboldt Park, and it was like a giant warehouse. So it was me, my buddy Professor Pizza, uh, Noodles and Company, Chick-fil-A, a whole bunch of us, and then they just couldn't find enough people to rent out the kitchen, and just went out of business. So
Oh, it
forced us
actually
to
went out
move.
of business? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. The facility closed down, so we went to River North, another shared kitchen. That facility closed down too, and then I went to Molly's. I think you went to Molly's Cupcakes, right? The one
I
that
did, yeah.
yeah, we shared that for a little bit, and then we opened our Bridgeport location.
And now Bridgeport's a brick and mortar, and then you also have the one on like off Chicago, right? Again.
Yeah, yeah. We're back in River North. We just opened 2 days ago, so it's been well. But yeah, I'm looking to expand and just I was just so in love with fast food restaurants growing up, because growing up in an Asian family, as you know, like we had to eat at home, we had to eat white rice and steamed fish, and then they'll take us to McDonald's like once a month, and then I just fell in love with the whole concept, and that's what I always wanted to do.
And you used my favorite place in Chinatown was always Seven Treasures, and they just closed
Oh
down.
yeah, that was
And that
my
was your
favorite
spot
spot
too,
too.
right?
Yeah, they closed down, and then I talked to the owner here and there, and he retired. Like, I guess I mean, he made enough money.
His kids or
Like,
whatever, right? They didn't want to take over.
no, a lot of immigrants, like growing up, like everybody had Chinese restaurants, and we just not me, but like a lot of my friends, they wanted white collar jobs, and they just didn't want to work in the kitchen for 18 hours a day, and just work their ass off. And
They're lazy fucks. They're lazy.
I mean, yeah, you know what? I tell my staff all the time, like, you think you're working real hard, but put yourself in like 20, 30 years ago. They're doing nothing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Now Roker Henry works right by your spot in Bridgeport, so he's gonna have to
Oh,
stop
okay.
in.
Yeah,
soon.
yeah. Tell them anytime. Let them know. Let my boys know that you're friends with Abe, and they'll take care
Well,
of you.
don't do that.
Oh
Don't worry
wow,
about
his,
that.
his his head will not be able to fit in this camera shot
No,
now.
no, just
Well, my head is not that small neither.
no,
Yeah.
just go there. Don't say anything. Just pay the full amount because it's worth paying full price. Like
No,
every
no,
time
no,
I've
no,
gone
no,
there, I
no.
just go in, pay, and that's it. Because your pork, that pork you have, is one of the
Yeah.
greatest dishes anywhere. What's that called?
That's barbecue pork chashu.
What's the last word? Chasu.
Chashu. Yeah.
Roker. That's what you got to get when you kick it off.
Yeah, the last time I was over there, they weren't open yet. You were about to open. We used to have little get-togethers at Maria's when we hired somebody new.
Yeah.
But I guess that got too expensive because they just hired about 6 people, and we haven't been to Maria's in like 8 months. So I guess that's over with.
Yeah. That's a neighborhood staple. Maria's. Everybody just kind of grew up going to the liquor store. Bringing their fake ID, try to get some beer. So yeah,
And now
it's a staple for the neighborhood for sure. Yeah.
So then
And
you have.
hopefully, Three Little Pigs will be a staple one day there.
I hope you stay there forever, honestly, because that's a perfect location. I really hope you don't leave.
No,
I
I hope not too. Mike, Mike and Ed, they're good friends of mine, so they're pretty good landlords. So, yeah, I want to introduce you guys too to Dave from Soul Taco. He's a good friend of mine. He's here right now.
Dave, I love Soul Taco. Delicious. That's a great spot
How you guys
too.
doing?
What's up, Dave?
What's going on?
Yeah, if you've never been there too, go check that place out. That's awesome too.
Where's that? Where's it located?
We have 11 locations between St. Louis, Chicago. So we
Vegas.
just opened
The,
our
the,
fourth.
the River North one, is that the main one?
Yeah, that was our first one, and that's our main one in Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I've been to a bunch of times.
Awesome. Yeah, we just
And
opened in Lakeview too last week. So.
Lakeview?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
no,
on Belmont.
No, it's delicious. Go check that place out. It's really good.
Hell yeah.
I love your sauces, and I love everything saucy. Like Henry makes his own mayo, right? Like your sauces are delicious. I love. Like, would you call it a fusion taco place? Because
Yeah, it's Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue meats. Put in tacos, burritos, quesadillas. So
yeah,
Henry loves our elote quesadilla. We make a elote quesadilla.
yeah.
Ooh,
It's all he's there like once a week.
Yeah, and anything savory and sweet is the best. That's my favorite
Oh yeah,
combination.
you got to hit all notes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then Henry makes his own mayo, which is on his salt and pepper chicken sandwich. Roker, you got to get that too. You got to get the pork. You got to get the salt and pepper chicken. You got to get the fries. You got to get the rice with the pork in it. Everything's good.
So the mayo is actually I don't know if you guys ever had walnut shrimp.
Of course, all the time.
Okay, so that glaze is the only thing that has mayo in any Chinese cuisine. I mean, I want to call walnut shrimp Chinese cuisine, but of everything, we use mayo on that, and that's how I
Wow, I
make the
didn't know
mayo
that.
for the sandwich.
You know what's hilarious? I've always loved honey walnut shrimp and honey walnut chicken. I had no idea that was mayo. That's why,
Yeah,
because I love mayo.
Yeah, that probably is it. Yeah, yeah. How you liking Cali, dude?
It's good. Actually, there's a place here called. Have you heard of Frank Fat's?
Uh-huh.
It's like one of the oldest Chinese. They've been around since like I forgot what year, 1912 or something, whatever it is.
Mhm.
And they make the most delicious honey walnut chicken and honey walnut shrimp. And I just went there like 2 weeks ago. It's really good.
Nice. I'll be out there mid-September, so let's try to link up together.
You said you want to open one in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, well, I'm talking to a couple buddies of mine. They're thinking about Long Beach. One's thinking about downtown LA. So we'll figure it out in September. So
Roker, how about you and I run the Vegas location?
That'll work. Or
Yeah.
open one. Maybe you can open one in Joliet. I know you got Vegas on your mind. But,
Joliet.
yeah. You know what? Vegas, there's actually a Soul Taco in Vegas.
No, One Piece Cafe.
One Piece Cafe.
What
Yeah,
now? What's
check
One
that
Piece
out.
Cafe? I'm not. Is that his other spot?
Is you ever
Anime.
seen the anime One Piece?
No,
You never heard of One Piece?
no,
It's the pirate thing. It's the pirate cartoon.
I don't think so.
Yeah. It's big, dude. It's like global thing now. You watch anime?
No,
No?
I don't.
Nobody here watches anime.
Do you, Roker?
like
You jerk
that
off to anime, right?
that Ike and Tina Turner story. Like, there's some goddamn good cake anime. That type of anime, or no?
Yeah.
No, we don't watch anime. But how did you? So you did you do stuff with Vice. I saw you do videos with Action. You have an Action Bronson sandwich, the Bronson. Like, how did you link up with Vice? How did you link up with all these people?
So Vice, it was during COVID when I was taking orders through Instagram, and that was a bad idea to open a Chinese restaurant during COVID. You know what I mean? So at first I was just giving food away to my friends, and they got really big mouths, so they started telling people, and then
Yeah.
I got random messages about my food, like trying to order food. So I was like, all right, I'll take a few orders, and then it just got a hold to Vice, and we were in Humboldt Park at the time, and they just came and did the thing. Bronson was different. I met him at a glass gallery where they
Oh wow.
where they sell glass, smoke, and all that stuff.
Yeah, bongs
From
and
May
stuff.
Gallery. Shout out Chris. So yeah, we were there. Bronson was there, and the funny story is, like, I didn't know his parents. One is Muslim, and one is Jewish, and
Oh, wow.
I brought him all my pork dishes. So
Oh,
I
he
brought
doesn't
him
eat
barbecue
pork?
pork. Yeah, I brought him barbecue pork. Brought him my pork fried rice, and he looks at me like, "What the fuck?" And then I was like,
Well,
"Dude, I
how
didn't
would you
know."
know?
I didn't know. But he still ate it. He liked it. And then the year after, he was in town for a show, and then I catered to him. And this time I made a Bronson sandwich that had no pork. It was 2 potato pancakes, my fried chicken, salt and pepper. I made a little yogurt sauce. Yeah, he loved it. But what he loved the most was my hot pot beef that I don't think Abe tried yet.
No.
It's hot pot broth. Like you had hot pot before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hot
it's hot
pot's
pot broth,
outstanding.
and then it's mixed with a jus, and my jardiniere is soaked in chili oil.
Oh, is that like your beef sandwich that I saw?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So that
Yeah, it looks
so
like beef.
Bronson really liked that one. Yeah, Bronson really liked that, and then
And then your
yeah,
burger is delicious too. I've had your burger. That was really good.
yeah, burger's solid. Yeah, I like it. We just got voted top 4 Italian beefs in Chicago too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
What,
that
what
was
was
that
number
was
one
really
on that? What
big.
was number one on that list?
Al's beef.
Oh.
Wait, what's that? Oh,
Have you ever been to Tony's Beef on Pulaski?
I have, but I like the dirty jus that Al's beef has. Like it looks.
That's true. Yeah, but
Johnny,
Tony's is pretty dirty too.
Johnny's good too.
Johnny's.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dave
Johnny's, yeah.
likes Johnny's.
Yeah, I like Johnny's too in Elmwood
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah, Elmwood, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was just there
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
love Johnny's.
You know, now at Johnny's they now have a 9-inch sub, a 9-inch Italian beef.
Oh, that's it. That's small.
No, I mean they're like double the size. Big.
For Italian beef, that's normal. Yeah, it's good.
No, it's big.
What about the 12 inches?
What's your beef? How big is that?
I mean, I usually get the baked beef or Portillo's, and I just tell them to add extra beef on there.
Like this, bro. That's normal.
No, 9 inches small.
No, it ain't.
What
That's
about
about
the one
that's probably about 9 inches is about probably a normal size.
Dude,
That's why I'm on the SLOB show. That's why I'm in that SLOB Facebook group. I'm trying to get ideas of what to eat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you should start bottling up that mayo. Like I would buy it if you would sell it.
We've been toying around the idea.
You should, and your barbecue sauce too. If you would sell that, I would buy it every week.
You know what? When I go out there, I'll bring a bottle of mayo and a bottle of the barbecue sauce for sure. And if I don't see you, I'll just ship it.
Well, I'm in Chicago every month, so I'm gonna stop there.
Yeah. I'll
I'm
just
gonna
bottle
stop
it for you here.
Yeah, because I want to see the actual. I haven't been to the actual place yet. So
let's do a show at Bridgeport, and then maybe we do a podcast at Soul Taco too, and you could try some of his newer stuff too.
Roker, you're down, right?
Yeah.
You have to see, and I've been saying this for how long, Abe? Like the minute I move out of Hyde Park, everything moves into Hyde Park.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, Roker, yeah.
Because there's a Soul Taco in Hyde Park over by Medici.
Yeah. Oh.
Oop.
We lost him. Anyway.
Well, don't forget if he gives you that barbecue sauce and that mayo, make sure you check that bag. I can see the horror of them TSA pouring it in the garbage can because you forgot you had it in your carry-on.
Yeah. If they see it.
I'm telling them to make sure he checks his bag because he doesn't want that barbecue sauce and that mayo to get poured out by TSA.
Oh yeah, that's it's actually a scary thing because sometimes when I'm cutting pork and then I walk out there and then my sauce is real red and then it looks like blood, so I would just walk out there and then they looked at me like, oh, you just cut up a pig or something, yeah. So.
All right, cool. Well, so you're working on a place in Los Angeles.
Yep.
You have the one in Bridgeport, the River North one. You want to mention anything else before we wrap it up?
Well, me and Dave were thinking about. You think I should bring it up? Sure. Yeah, we're thinking about doing co-op shops, so you could get Soul Taco and Three Little Pigs at the same location.
Oh,
yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, so you get
for
Mexican
investors
food,
in
Korean
that?
food, Chinese, American, all of it.
Damn.
You want some non-silent partners?
We'll think about it. Yeah.
We're open to any conversation.
Yeah. We'll definitely have Abe endorse our mayo. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's my dream is to have Abe's mayo, like my own mayo. That's that's
Dude,
my whole life.
we could work on something. We'll make an Abe mayo. Yeah, we'll
I've
talk
been
about it.
we should because that's been my dream for about 20 years to have my own mayo. And yours is great. So
Thank
it's
you.
perfect.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, these are two of the best guys in Chicago. Soul Taco, Three Little Pigs. Check these places out. So I didn't know you had that many locations. How many do you have in Chicago for Soul?
We just opened our 4th location. Yeah.
Okay, 4. So you have Lakeview, River North, and where are the other two?
Hyde Park. That's the one we're thinking about
Oh.
co-oping in. And then we have Wicker Park.
Yeah, see, I move out of Hyde Park, and boom, there they are, right there.
So he's pissed off because he lived in Hyde Park his whole life. He just moved to Joliet, and now all this good shit is coming to Hyde Park.
we knew you were leaving, so we just,
That's it. It was like, is he gone? Is he gone yet?
Yeah.
Is he gone yet?
Okay, yeah, we can
We
go.
will sign the papers.
The minute they took that sign off their front lawn, he's like, he's out of here. Good. Now we can move there. Fuck this guy. All right. Well, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Boys.
And
thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, it was an honor to have both of us on there.
Yeah,
That was great.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Hey, give me a call when you're back in Chicago, right?
I will.
Okay. I'll see you guys.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Great work, both of you.
Yeah, man, delicious. Love those guys. Both of those places, Soul Taco, Three Little Pigs, the best. Like that broker, you got to go this week.
Dude, I eat the same thing every week out here because there's just not a lot of. I mean, it's
work in Bridgeport.
I work. That's the problem. I work. So when when I'm leaving work, I am trying to get on the expressway to go home, so I'm not in the car for an hour and a half driving back to Joliet. It makes it very hard to stop. It's not like I can lie to them and tell them, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go meet a client." Oh shoot, I should have asked them if they needed billboards. Call back. You need billboards?
Yeah. No, but if you want, you should stop at these places, eat dinner, or you're gonna have to take a dump or something. I don't know if that's the problem.
No, I've got to definitely make sure that I hit up next time I'm in Hyde Park. I'll hit up the Soul Taco in Hyde Park, and then I will make time to head over to the Bridgeport location of Three Little Pigs.
You could just walk there.
Yeah, but why would I do that? I own a car. Dude. Why would I walk there? Because if I walk there, I got to walk back.
Well, I'm in Chicago I'm in Chicago the entire week of Thanksgiving. So maybe like that Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, we could head over also.
Maybe that Wednesday.
Black Wednesday? Is that what it's called?
Well,
Wednesday?
I call it Wednesday, but it's because I'd probably have a half a day that day before Thanksgiving.
All right. Well, that's far down the line. So.
That's it. But you're not due back in Chicago till November?
No, I'm coming back this next weekend.
Oh, okay. But you didn't want to hook up then. I got you.
Well, I have my fantasy football draft. I have other things.
I've had to turn down I don't know how many fantasy football drafts. So
I'm in 3 leagues already.
Oh, they're like, can you? I'm like, dude, I don't have time. I absolutely do not have time to do fantasy football. Like at all.
You're not doing it at all?
I don't have time.
What?
I don't have time to devote anything to it.
You have time.
Dude, we didn't do this show for 8 months. And I'm still doing it. Dude, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. And
if you're sitting in the bathroom
just to do this.
But if you're sitting in the bathroom, you could look at your lineup and change it. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't have not if I'm going to devote money to it. I want to be able.
I don't have it in me.
I want to be able to devote the time to it. Right. I don't want to just be donating to the cause.
See, I'm in leagues where everyone just talks shit, like relentless shit on a thread. So it becomes important. Like you're like, I have to be in this league because they're all going to talk shit about me if I'm not in it.
Yeah. See, I don't care what anybody says about me. So,
well, but don't you enjoy shit talking?
Yeah, not really. Well, I don't do that. Do I? Do you think, have you known me to do that? I don't think I do that much.
Talk shit?
Yeah.
You talk shit?
I don't know about that.
I mean, I've heard you talk shit, maybe. You don't do it the way I do it. You don't
No.
have 5 threads going right now where we're shit talking currently.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I don't even know 5 people that have 5 threads going. It's
Like right now,
it's a lonely life out here.
that Joliet lifestyle.
Dude, well, it's tough. It's like it's not like, "Oh, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop in, say hello." No one's ever just in the neighborhood. It's like
Yeah.
you make it you gotta make an effort to come out here.
Yeah, and
I'm
if you're
getting
out there, it's for some other business. Like you're probably at the is there a Joliet courthouse?
right down the
Yeah.
right down the street.
You're probably at the
Yeah.
courthouse or something, or you're being arrested or like there's really no reason to go to is crazy. No, Crazy Poor's in Elgin. Never mind. I do like that place. But there's not what's there to do? Well, I guess you have the haunted house, right? Every year coming up.
Oh, there's a bunch of haunted houses, but they have one over at the prison. They just had the Blues Brothers Fest over at the prison over at the last weekend.
Yeah.
There's stuff to do out here, but it's not
Yeah.
like you can't do it elsewhere as well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Like there's not like this is like it's not like like Navy Pier or something like that.
It's not like you're coming out there because you really need to hang out at the Rialto Theater.
Yeah, it's not like
Like, oh,
right,
man.
exactly. It's not like they like, oh man, I miss Roker. I need to go and drive out to
Yeah.
Joliet to see Roker. No, not
Mis-
really. Don't miss him that
Mr.
much. I'll just say hello on Facebook and leave it at that.
Mr. Majestic on the Instagram is asking me, dude, are you still on Sirius? I'm not. I'm on 98 Rock right now, and this is a podcast. Roker and I are doing the Slob Show. David is saying Roker has no shame.
You just figuring that out? I mean, for first time listener, first time caller. Roker has no shame, apparently.
David
No.
said Roker's celebrity death pics always get hearts. LOL. That's true. Look at the things that have the most likes on your page. It's probably that. Thank you, Brody Kumar. That was nice of you. Anything else before we wrap it up here?
Did you post anything for National Radio Day the other day?
I did not post anything, but I saw that you did, and 2 of the pictures were me.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm wondering like why all these pictures are coming up. I'm like, oh, it's National Radio Day again. And I was trying to find the clip. That's from Death Wish.
That's me, you, and Kathy.
Yes. That's me saying it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, well, that's hang on. We'll get to that. There's me again with you.
Yes, and there are other people in that picture as well.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying it was nice
Yeah.
that I'm on 2 of the 3 pictures, and the third one is this beautiful.
Yes.
It's a slippery slope.
And we got fired about a month after that. Like the movie came out in March, we had this big premiere, the whole 9 yards, and then we got fired a month later.
Yeah, see, Kevin Gumball said 9 inches is a big boy. It is.
Especially if it's an Italian beef.
That's huge. The normal ones are like 6 inches.
Yeah, and I always get combos. Claire doesn't like the combos. I make 2 sandwiches out of the combo.
Let's see. Vegas is better than Joliet. Yes. Rob or Rich is saying, are we checking with the bunny ranch this week? Not this week. We only do that
not this week, but stay tuned.
Conrad checking in. A great call earlier, Conrad. Paying full price is embarrassing.
It is.
Matt was saying 3 Little Pigs is great. Let's see. Roker, why did you move to Joliet? Well, he sold,
Yeah, well, it wasn't. Let me get this straight. And I'm not shit talking Joliet. We love it out here. Moving to Joliet was not the intention, but the house that we found, we loved, and the price was right. And so we ended up moving to Joliet.
And now you have a nice pool and everything.
We did not intend on moving to Joliet. That'll give you an idea of how happy we were to find this place. Well,
hey, I forgot to mention
it in. Are you paying money for that?
Conrad from Canada, he sent me this earlier. I forgot to mention this. For the next 2 weeks, Subway has $6.99 foot-long subs for the next 2 weeks. If you buy it on the app, that's like less than half price.
Is it a full sub? Is it?
Yeah. It's just for 2 weeks though. It's an amazing deal that they're currently doing.
Yeah. The subway by my house takes participating locations very seriously.
Don't you hate that?
Very seriously. Like I had like 10 subway, you get that big circular 10 subway coupons. Oh yeah, no, we don't take
Yeah, we don't participate. $6.99 any footlongs starting 8.26. That's what but you gotta do it on the app.
Okay. Might give Subway a try.
That's a good deal. Like
No,
I'm
that's a
gonna go
good
to
that's a good price. Hey Claire,
8.26
we're
for
having
that.
Subway for your family reunion this weekend. Aren't
That's
they going
next
to be
Monday.
glad they drove all the way to Joliet?
That is a good deal though. $6.99 for a footlong.
Absolutely. Thank you,
I might have to go
Conrad,
to
for
some.
that. And that's what slobs do. So make sure that you are a member of the Slob Show Facebook group. And then when you see things like that, post it on there. If you
Yeah.
have a great meal, post it on there. If you have a tip or a Slob Show tip or suggestion, put it up there. Let the world know about it. Let your fellow slobs roll around in it.
Mary's saying probably not in California for that deal. I don't know, Mary. We're gonna
Probably
find
not.
out.
No, because everything's more expensive out there in California.
Not really.
California's the asterisk state. It's like, oh, $6.99 asterisk, except in California.
Yeah. Well, it's not really that much more, honestly, out here. But you know. Hang on,
And
I'm
if it's
trying
your
to-
birthday, and happy birthday, Conrad. I didn't know it was your birthday.
When's
See,
his
he knows
birthday?
apparently it's soon because join all those apps, put your birth date in, and you'll be
Oh,
getting free food, free all kinds of stuff on your birthday.
that's right. Happy birthday. You know, it's funny, Roker, you said about the places that don't participate. There's a Burger King on Jackson, like the closest Burger King to downtown Chicago. They never use that. They have like signs. His birthday was August 5th.
Okay. See, that's
They
why
have
we all
signs.
get along. We're all Leos. We're all like right there.
Just disgusting Leos.
Second, fourth, and fifth.
But they have signs that say we don't accept the McDonald's or the Burger King app. How do you not take the app? You are part of like that. The participating locations thing is such bullshit. Like
Because
if
they
you're
don't
part of
because
it,
they
you're
don't
part of
need
it.
to take it because they're getting all their business from downtown workers who have no place else to go.
I know, but that's messed
See?
up.
Yeah, no, it's messed up. But you went in there and bought something though, didn't you?
Yeah, out of desperation. All right, we will be back.